Hey Budget Squad, welcome back to my channel. I am so glad that you decided to click on today's video to join me for another budgeting adventure. In today's video, we are going to be budgeting out my paycheck and creating my budget for April. And then at the end of this video, I will be sharing with you the winner for my 4,000 subscriber giveaway. But before we get started, if you are new, welcome. My name is Summer and I'm currently on a financial journey to pay off all of my debt while saving money at the same time. Here on my channel, I'm documenting my journey to financial freedom, and I make videos on budgeting, paying off debt, saving money, and pretty much anything money related. If that's content that you're interested in, go ahead and stick around and give this video a thumbs up, and definitely consider hitting that subscribe button to join the Budget Squad. I would love to have you become a part of our budget family. If you are a returning subscriber, thank you so much for coming back and joining me for another video. I truly appreciate your support. I do budget using a zero-based budget and with the help of the cash envelope system, and I have been paying off my debt using the Avalanche method. So let's go ahead and get started with today's video. I'm so excited to be filming this video. I know it's been a while since I've posted a video, and we will get into that later. So in today's video, we are going to be budgeting out my March paycheck. I do get paid once a month on the last working day of the month. So I got paid on March 26th, and my March 26th paycheck is going to be used to cover all of my April expenses. Let me go ahead and zoom in so that you guys can see my budget. I have gone ahead and pre-filled out some things just to save time, but I will share that information with you. I do budget using the Budget by Paycheck workbook by the Budget Mom, and I am currently using her small workbook. If you're interested in this workbook, you can get it off her website, thebudgetmom.com. However, you do not need to use her workbook to create a budget. You can create a budget just using a piece of paper and pen. The very first step in creating a budget is going ahead and listing all of your income sources. My teacher salary is split up into two accounts. The majority of my teacher income went into my checking account, and $6,840.17 was deposited into my checking account. And then I also have about $500 of other income come in a month. Here on my channel, I do budget using my real numbers. I am a teacher, so my income is public record, so I do go ahead and share that information with you guys. So now that I have all of my income sources, let's go ahead and calculate my income sources to get my income total for the month. That's going to let us know how much money I have to budget for the month. So $6,840.17 plus $400 plus $500. So we are going to be budgeting $7,740.17. Now that I have my inflow total, which is my income total, I'm going to need to budget out my fixed expenses. Fixed expenses are expenses that tend to stay about the same every month, and they typically will have a due date. I have the following fixed expenses. My mortgage is $3,937.38. My HOA is $485 a month. SDG&E, which is my gas and electric, is $125.59. My cell phone for myself and my son is $119.19. My internet is $55.31. I do have an Instant Ink subscription, which is $3.99, I believe. USAA, which is my auto/home owner insurance, is $192.82. I do have an Epidemic Sound subscription, which is $17.99 a month. I do have puppy insurance for my dog, which is $85.53 a month. My son does take piano lessons, which are $110 a month. I have an Orange Theory gym membership, which is $169 a month. I have a membership to a local winery in my area, which is $25 a month. I do invest $150 a month with American Funds. Apple, which is for my Apple Watch, I believe, is $41.58. I do have a personal loan, which is $296.50. I do have an Audible subscription, which is $14.95. I do pay for extra storage for my cell phone, which is $2.99. I have a WW subscription, which is $23.99 a month. Cinch, which is my home warranty plan, is $35.99. I do have an Oura Ring, which is $5.99. And I do have a car wash subscription for unlimited car washes, which is $59.75 a month. Now that I have all of my fixed expenses listed, let's go ahead and calculate those expenses so that I can get my fixed expense total. $485 plus $125.59 plus $119.19 plus $55.31 plus $399 plus $192.82 plus $17.99 plus $85.53 plus $110 plus $169 plus $25 plus $150 plus $41.58 plus $296.50 plus $14.95 plus $299 plus $23.99 plus $35.99 plus $5.99 plus $59.75. So my income total, so my fixed expenses come out to $5,958.54. I do want to go ahead and check that. I am using this dual calculator, so I'm going to take this arrow and push it so the numbers go to the bottom of the screen, and then I'm going to recalculate my expenses to make sure that number is correct. And my screens do match, so my fixed expenses is $5,958.54. So I'm going to go ahead and write that amount right here. $5,958.54. In the small workbook, all of my fixed expenses do not fit in the fixed expense section, so I have gone ahead and put the rest of my fixed expenses here. So now we need to find out my leftover amount. So let's take my monthly inflow total, $7,740.17, and subtract my fixed expense total of $5,958.54. So that means I am left with $1,781.63. So now that we've budgeted out my fixed expenses, the next thing I need to budget for are my variable expenses. My variable expenses are my cash envelopes. These are the envelopes that I keep in my wallet, and I have the following variable expenses: food, transportation, fun, personal care, household, and miscellaneous. Your variable expenses will change month to month depending on what you have going on and your financial goals. So for food, I'm going to budget $500. For transportation, I am going to budget to $275. For fun, I'm going to budget $150. For personal care, I'm going to budget my usual $300. For household, I'm going to budget $75. And then for miscellaneous, I'm going to budget $100. So let's go ahead and add up my variable expenses. 500 plus 275 plus 150 plus 300 plus 75 plus 100. So my variable expenses come out to $1,400. And if we take my leftover amount of $1,781.63 and minus my variable expenses of $1,400, that means I'm left over with $381.63. I'm not going to budget for any extra debt payments at this time. And for extra savings, I'm going to put Summer Saver, $381.63. So my saving total is going to actually be $381.63. The leftover amount after my variable expenses is $381.63. If I take my leftover amount, $381.63, and subtract my saving total of $381.63, that means I'm left with $0, and that is how I get a zero-based budget where every dollar is accounted for. And you can check to make sure you have a zero-based budget by taking your income total, subtracting your fixed expense total, then subtracting your variable expenses, then subtracting your savings, and then subtracting your extra debt payments, and that should come out to $0, which mine does. So originally I plan to save $400 in my summer saver. However, I'm not going to be able to save $400 this month. I'm only going to be able to save $381.63. That will probably change because I'm only short like $19. So I can reduce one of my variable expenses. So take miscellaneous down by $25, so only give miscellaneous $75, and then I would be able to save my $400 like I anticipated. So that is one change that I am going to be making. The last 3 weeks that I have not filmed, I've been doing a lot of self-reflecting and just thinking about what exactly I want to do with my life and my channel, and just seeing where I'm at and what are my goals and how I'm going to get there. One thing that I want to do is I want to be able to increase my income. I do live in California, and I'm very blessed to be able to own a home, and I am able to live a pretty comfortable life. However, I do want to be able to have more money to be able to save, invest, and to be able to enjoy. And the only way I'm going to be able to do that is by increasing my income. So I have decided to go back to school. I am going to be starting school next month. I am going to be on the path to become a BCBA. So I am going back to school to get a certificate that will allow me to be able to sit for the board exam. Because I already have a master's degree in special education, I do not have to get another master's degree. I'll only have to do 21 units. So I'll be doing 21 units. I'll be going to school online. And then in addition to the 21 units, I will have to accumulate 2,000 hours of supervision hours. I'm really excited about that. There's so much that you can do as a BCBA, and it's definitely going to allow me to be able to increase my income. I will be able to continue to work as a special education teacher if I want, in addition to being able to work as a BCBA on the weekends or in the afternoon, just to bring in some additional income to help me reach my goals. So I'm really excited about that. With that being said, I am going to try to get back on track and film and release a video at least once a week. But if I do not, please be patient with me. I'm hoping that I will be able to get back on track and start filming more. If you enjoy my content, definitely give this video a thumbs up, leave me a comment. I do love engaging with you guys, and when I see you guys' comments and likes, it definitely motivates me to keep filming for you guys. I do work as a full-time teacher, so filming for me is something that I like to do, but it does take a lot of time to film and edit, but it is definitely worth it if you guys are engaging with me and coming back each week and supporting my channel. I'll definitely continue to put out content. If you are a BCBA, let me know in the comment section if you work for an agency or if you own your own private practice. Well, that is a little bit of what's been going on in my life. Now back to the budget. The next thing in my workbook is just a cash envelope breakdown where you list all of your envelope categories, the amount, and then on this side you calculate how you want your bills to get the cash denomination breakdown, and then you can take this information and take it back to the bank to let the teller know how you would like your money. I have already gone ahead and pre-filled this information out. I won't go over it. If you want me to go over how I come up with my cash envelope breakdown, just leave that in the comment. So on to the giveaway winner. I did do a review of the Bella Taylor wallet, and I do have a winner for the giveaway. Let me go ahead and get my wallet. I did do a giveaway for a Bella Taylor cash envelope wallet. If you missed my last video where I do an unboxing of this wallet, go ahead and check out that video. I am absolutely loving this wallet. I think that she did an amazing job designing this wallet. It literally has everything that a cash envelope wallet should have. So go ahead and check out that review. So the giveaway winner is going to be able to pick out their own Bella Taylor wallet. So if you are the winner, just go ahead and send me an email message at livinglifewithsummer@gmail.com. And if you are interested in this wallet, I do have a coupon code. You can use summer20 to get 20% off, but I am absolutely loving this wallet. It is definitely my new favorite wallet, and I look forward to getting it in some other patterns. So the giveaway winner is Christy Scrapes. So congratulations, Christy Scrapes. Go ahead and send me an email with your information, and you can go ahead and pick out the wallet that you want, any of her pattern wallets, and you can view those at the Bella Taylor website. Well, once again, congratulations, and thank you for everyone that entered that giveaway. If you made it to the end of this video, go ahead and leave me a yellow heart in the comment section letting me know that you made it to the end of this video. And if you have any content that you're interested that you want me to film, go ahead and leave that in the comment section as well. Well, I hope that you guys have an amazing day, and I look forward to seeing you in my next video. Bye. But before you go, don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe. It definitely helps out my channel, and I truly appreciate your support.